Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our chess class. This week, my student is David. Hello,
Hi, Cami.
David,
How
and
are you?
welcome. I'm doing great, thank you. This is our chess lesson for this week, in which I have prepared some nice surprises, I would say. So, if we are ready, we can already start, and I think this is a good way for other people who would like to try having chess lessons with me. They can have an example here of how one of our lessons um, would take place. Okay, so why don't we start with a puzzle battle, David? What do you say?
That would be great. Although it's better, usually, just telling the audience, usually I do not come out on the positive side of this, but I keep trying. So I will,
I
I will,
think.
I will invite you. I will invite you.
Thank you. I think it's going to be very, very funny. Um, all right. Puzzle battle. Okay, we have 3 minutes. Have fun, David.
You too. Good luck.
Thank you.
You will not need it. I will.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the exercises are quite easy, but what's important is the speed with which we see them. And since it's a puzzle battle, the person who solves the most
Oh boy.
puzzles wins. And if somebody makes 3 errors, that player loses. So here I'm playing black, right? Oh, I talked a little bit, and David is ahead.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but I have this habit of
Don't get
making
distracted by this.
mistakes. I know.
Okay, I should recover soon. Yay, 11-11.
Oh boy.
Okay, checkmate. I like that. I think all of the puzzles here end with the checkmate, so that's my favorite.
Oh.
My favorite thing about this. Okay, first mistake for David, and he's very close to me. Oh, okay. He avoided the
We are
checkmate.
almost halfway through.
Still have 1 minute and 33 seconds. Do we have a checkmate here? Yes, I think we do.
Oh boy.
Let's see how fast we are. Okay, checkmate. Yes, this is a great training for those who like the bullet games.
Oh, I'm down 5.
Don't worry. The more you look on the other side and you don't look at the board, guess what happens? You get distracted and time is...
I made a second mistake.
Okay, less than a minute. Here we go. Of course, if anybody plays a bullet game, they don't want to miss any of the tactical resources in any given position, especially when they can checkmate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, 35 seconds. I'm black, and I guess I will push. And then I will do what? Not so sure. Oh yeah, this. And then I'll promote. Great. Okay, let's sacrifice this and take the queen. Oh, double attack. Very special. Check, check, and checkmate. 5 seconds. Come on, we can do it. Oh no, my first mistake.
Ah!
32.
Well done.
All right, but well done for you as well, because you didn't get
Eliminated.
out from the eliminated by the 3 mistakes. So only 2 mistakes. It's a good result. You're so close, right? It's 6
that might be one of my better scores.
You did great. You did
Should
great.
we review the our misses?
Let's see. My miss was in the last one, queen to c1. I hurried so much. So what could I have done? Maybe trade the queen and promote,
Hmm.
go up and promote. Probably this
Yeah.
was the one. Yeah, because I promote before he does. So I guess, I guess. And otherwise, yours.
Yeah. What do
Let's
we got for
see.
mine?
Oh, you would have bishop e5 check here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I did here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the last problem. No, that wasn't. Was it? No. Anyway, that
Okay,
wasn't.
now in this, after king d5, you have checkmate in one, knight f4.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, knight f4 checkmate. Yes. All right, wonderful. So now we can move on to the second part of our chess lesson. And I was thinking that we can explore a little bit the classroom of Chessable. By the way, if anybody is interested, they can look for searching for a stalemate. I have a course, mini course on Chessable. I think it's very funny because there are lots of exercises in which um, we should find the stalemate or the possibility of a stalemate and try to attract the opponent in that. And so save half of point. All right, so we'll go there.
Yeah, just to add, I've actually completed the course, and it's really
Congratulations.
it's interesting in the sense that obviously you're searching for a stalemate, but why are you searching for a stalemate? Because you essentially have a lost position or close to a lost position, and it's kind of a different way of thinking about a chess position, right?
Yes.
You're kind of looking for a different kind of solving, and I really
Yes.
recommend it.
Thank you. So here it is. There we go. Okay, so here we have the explanation. So we have the intro. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see if someone would like to see some reviews as well.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So why don't we go to the classroom? All right. So that's actually the first time that I will have a lesson on the classroom, Chessable classroom.
Yes, I'm looking forward to
Um,
this.
so I will connect without the video because we have the video going here, and so there it doesn't get into conflict. And I will keep my microphone muted in there.
Mm.
But you know what I was thinking, David? Maybe I will start that once a month. I would like to have an open class with many people. Those who would
Yeah.
like to have like a free lesson, we can all get together here
Mm-hmm.
on the classroom and just have a very nice and instructive chess lesson.
No, I think it's
Okay.
great. It's a nice interface too, because I think you can also change the position of things, and also,
Yes.
the student will see you, if you were on video, they would see you and the board.
Mhm.
They wouldn't see the other
Exactly.
controls. So it's
And they
nice.
would
It's a nice setup.
hear me too, which is
Yes,
very important. And
it
we will
is.
explore these tools. And I have already invited you by the nickname
Yes.
inside the classroom.
Sign in
And
there.
let me change the layout so you can see a bigger chessboard. Okay, I'll go to edit board. And David, I have a challenge for you. Are you
Ah,
ready?
I
This
don't
is a
know. We'll see.
very, very special request. So pay
Okay.
attention.
I'm gonna have to. Pressure is on.
Of course. So let me set up a position, which is going to be, okay, let's see. I'll do something like this. King in the center because it's the funniest thing I
Hmm.
can think of. And my challenge for you is, okay, let me place some more pawns here so the king will be safe. Can't check me. All right. Maybe like this. And okay, let's say that white has a bishop here. Okay, let's put a pawn in here, maybe a pawn in here. All right. Actually, let's put the bishop here. Great. So, David, my
Yes.
challenge to you is this. You see, black is one queen up, okay? But you have the possibility to add two more pieces on the board, two more white pieces. Okay, let me take this away from here. So clear. Oh, I don't want to clear all.
So I can add
Okay,
two
yeah.
pieces.
You can add two pieces for white. And this
Okay.
is the request. In two moves, you have to have a threat by which black will be forced to lose the queen. All right.
Hmm.
So
But in two moves, it can't be less than two moves.
let me see if I got it right here. Yes. So at each move, you will have a double attack. So let's call this the double attack as the
Ah,
exercise. Okay.
okay.
And so I would suggest that you add the pieces that will allow you to first have a double attack, and then when black will defend, you will have the second double attack, and then black will lose the queen.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult because
Yeah.
we
I'm
see that black only has king and queen that are very interesting there in that position. So we would like to have a fork, maybe.
well, that's what I was thinking. But if you defend the fork, let's
Okay,
see.
okay, and another thing, another request.
Ah,
Okay.
another
Another
request.
request, otherwise it would be too
I
easy.
get it. I think I see it. I think I see what I
Okay,
want to do.
the pieces you set on the board, the two pieces, must be on the second rank, not anywhere
Ah.
else,
Oh
on the
boy.
second rank.
Okay. Now that's really interesting. Not okay. Okay.
I
So
think,
my first thought, because I was thinking of forking, so I was thinking, yeah, see that? Hmm, that is tricky. I was thinking of putting a knight on a2, but I can't move it to c3 because of your pawn.
all
Originally, I
right.
wanted to put a knight on a8,
Oh,
um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then
Okay,
a
but the
bishop. I
new
was gonna.
rule will
I
not
know now the
allow
new
you
rule
to do difficult.
makes it much more complicated.
Yeah.
Um,
They are in the position of a fork, aren't they?
they currently are.
Okay.
There's also the ability. Well, see that won't work either. I was thinking if a rook could pin, could X-ray attack on the queen
Oh, yeah.
but that would have to be on the fifth rank. So the second rank. Uh, let's see.
So it can be what piece can could be a bishop, could be a knight, could be a pawn, could be a rook, could be a
Yeah, it could be a
pawn,
pawn.
could be
Yeah, but if I do a pawn on no, understand. If I do a pawn on c2,
yes.
and then I
At the
check,
first move, you will have the
I will have check, but
fork.
you would en passant, so I
You
need
would take
another
en
piece.
passant, so you need another piece.
Ah, no,
Yeah.
I can put the knight on a2. So let's see. If I put a
Yes.
knight on a2 and a pawn on c2,
Pawn on
what do we think of that?
c2, a knight on a2, or even e2.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
e2 is fine. Yeah,
So let's see. White moves next. Okay.
these are interesting problems,
So
but not easy.
it's gonna be check. Yeah, we
Yes.
have the fork. You will have to take en passant. And then we have knight takes with a check.
Ah,
And black loses the queen, and then we just
that's nice.
win this end game.
That is
Okay,
nice.
so indeed, so
Not easy.
exactly that was the double attack, okay,
Yeah.
and a construction exercise. Not only we
Yeah.
solve
Yeah.
puzzles, but we
Adding
construct
pieces.
puzzles.
I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's very nice.
Wonderful. And now, let me see if I can do something here. Reset. Okay, I think I can. We can go through a game.
Hmm.
Is the board big enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
All
this
right.
is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would like to invite everyone to have a look on patreon.com/kami3, where you can find more chess videos. And I will try to develop the page with your help. Also, you can have a look on my coach profile on lichess.org, where you will see information about the way I teach and how you can contact me in order to organize our individual or group lessons together. And of course, the Searching for a Stalemate Chessable course, which I have told you about already. And now I have selected, David, one game
Okay.
from a quite old chess book. Um, it's a correspondence game from the 10th Olympiad final, 1987 1991. I'm not sure I know how to pronounce the names of the players very well, but I'll try. Har Even as white against Podzielny as black. And the first player has 2,500 elo points. The second, the black, has 2,315.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we'll see a delicious open Sicilian,
Mm-hmm.
which will evolve with an attack on the castle. And let's see it. Pawn to e4, pawn to c5, knight f3, d6, the knight or we have with d4, and finally here's the open Sicilian, which I like a lot, even if I don't play it very often. Maybe during
Yeah.
my
You like it. You like playing
bullets.
against it, or you like playing it as black.
I like playing against the Sicilian
Mm-hmm.
normally. I would prefer. All right. So knight c6, bishop to c4, pawn to e6, closing the diagonal and controlling the very important d5 square. Bishop on e3, bishop d7, and now a prophylactic move, bishop to b3. It is safer to have it here, so black will not have any idea to sacrifice the knight on e4 and then have a fork on d5, or if the rook goes to c8, the bishop will not be hanging by probably a discovered attack when black moves the knight. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so bishop to b3, pawn to a6. Black takes under control the b5 square, which is important, especially if he wants to push the pawn to b5 and b4 to send away the knight from c3 so that the e4 pawn will remain unprotected. Or simply, if black wants to develop the queen on c7, he doesn't have to worry about one of white's knights landing to b5 and attacking the queen and the pawn on d6, etc.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so white pushes the pawn to f4, rook c8, queen f3. White is completing the development and it's getting ready to castle. And now pawn to a3, not allowing the pawn to go to b4, and black trades the knight in the center, which brings the bishop on the long diagonal, which is very important. Can you see the two bishops
Mm-hmm.
are looking toward the king side? I think it will turn very useful. Move number 13. Where would you castle?
Well, I think I know I'm wrong, but I would personally I would castle kingside,
Okay.
because well, black has a lot of space on the queen side. His pawns are kind of already in gear, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but on the other hand,
Mm-hmm.
both bishops are pointing at the king side. Great place to attack. So,
Mm-hmm.
and they're also providing cover for the king. So perhaps castling queen side and then starting my pawns rolling and having those
Mm-hmm.
bishops already kind of pointing there. The bishops kind of are on such good diagonals that perhaps you're going to tell me that castling queenside would be better.
This is what White decided to do. Castle queenside. The rook already comes in the center on the semi-open file with a d6. Pawn is weak. We
Hmm.
already know that. Okay, so actually Black's attack can't come too quickly. He doesn't have many pieces to attack the king. Um, now the difference is that your attack will get much more speed if you castle on the queen side, because you can bring a rook on g1 very quickly, and
Hmm.
push the pawn and try to open a file in there. So I guess this is the card that White played. He wanted the speed factor into play.
Hmm.
Okay, so bishop c6. We will just go with the main line,
Hmm.
and White pushes the pawn to g4 already, and Black decides to castle short, and he comes
Now, let me
right
ask you a quick
under the
question.
attack. Yes.
Okay, just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to the black castling,
Mm-hmm.
is black's position such that he could keep the king in the center? Does he have enough protection there?
Well, it's difficult because White is already threatening to push g5, and the
Mm.
knight will have to move, and the pawn on g7 will be
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
hanging.
yeah, yeah,
So I guess Black was
yeah.
hoping that he could resist the attack.
Okay.
So with the castle g5, but very good question. Normally, if the position is closed in the center, it's safer to keep the king in there. But
Yeah,
here, Black is already under a lot of pressure.
sure.
Knight e7, and the pawns are marching on with all speed up. Knight to b6. Okay. And we have a very important moment in the game here. And actually, David, I
Yes.
um, I have to say that I do have a video course, especially on this. I took key moments from correspondence games. I like correspondence games because they really dedicated a lot of time
Yeah, oh,
to
yes.
think about the moves and the
Yeah.
variations. They tried a lot, and to find then the best continuation, they thought. And so I have a course of 10 games. So I took 10 key positions from the game, which I analyzed. So we learn how to evaluate the position and how to find the plan, and then consequently to find the best move that will help us accomplish that plan. And for whoever would like to have this course, because now you're watching this video, I will make a very special price. It's 10 euros. So you can just leave a comment and I will contact you to let you know how we can I can transfer you this course. All right, so back to our lesson and back to this position at move number 17.
Hmm.
White is to play. So what would a logical move be in this position? How could we continue the attack? What do you think?
Yeah, so there's several ideas. I mean, I kind of like h5, continuing
Yes,
the pawns. You could, of course, bring a rook to the g file,
G1. Mm-hmm.
um,
Wonderful.
but either
Yeah.
way, yeah.
Okay, these are just logical continuations. Want to bring a rook on the G file. Of course, we want to push H5 to support the push on G6. We want to bring a pawn on G6 to force a trade so that one of the files will open, so that our rooks can get involved in the attack. But I think White would not like too much the fact that Black can bring the
Mm.
knight on C4 and block the action of that light squared bishop. And this is why White decided to do an accelerated attack. So instead of preparing with pawn to h5 and pawn to g6, in order to maintain the bishop open that looks directly to the king through that pawn chain, which acts like a shield. So this guy has very good glasses
Yes, he
to
does.
see it directly through to the king. All right, and white decides to do a sacrifice. And let's see the beauty of this move. Pawn to g6. White sacrifices the pawn to force the opening of a file as quickly as possible. If black decides to capture, of course, he can't capture with the f pawn because now the pawn on e6 is gone. So we have a check, a double attack even. And if he takes with this pawn, I guess white can simply push h5 and white will be able to open something. All right, so let's see. Knight to c4. Black is more interested in blocking this bishop. White captures. And finally, check on h7. Black does not take back with the king, but it goes to h8. Let's see what happens if black takes. I will let you, David, explore this path. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking of queen h5,
Queen h5
check,
should be the first.
then you move back.
No, we should be able to open the castle as much as possible and as quickly as possible.
So bishop on g7 will certainly open it up.
Yeah, so we sacrifice the bishop on g7 and we are
Although,
threatening queen h8 checkmate.
yeah, so you have to take, correct? Yeah.
Okay, let's see. It takes.
And rook, the h rook to g1 would
Oh yeah,
require king
rook
f6.
g1, check. So if the king goes to f6, do we have a checkmate already?
Yes, and then queen to g5.
Queen to g5. Is there any funnier checkmate?
Well, let's see.
Check. If we want to checkmate with a pawn,
Yeah,
we can do.
you can.
or
Yes,
or
yes.
if we want to checkmate with the queen in the center,
There's all these options.
we're here.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically he has to give the bishop up, check, and I guess here we can check, take on d6, and yeah, white should win. Wonderful. Okay, so that's why black went to h8 with his king, using white's own pawn to cover him. Okay, so we can't check on h5 anymore. So let's see. After king h8, what would you do, David?
Well, I'm still thinking of. I was thinking of sacrificing again. Check. He would either have to take the bishop or the pawn. But then I was actually thinking of bringing one of the rooks over to the. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we do it in this order in which you said. So first I sacrifice the bishop and bring the rook over. White managed to open the castle. And now we simply bring the queen and threaten the mate on g7, right?
Wow, yeah.
So he can't bring the rook to g8 anymore because our pawn is there. He will bring the bishop to f6. Now we can use this pin and push the pawn in the center, attack the bishop. The bishop can't leave the f6 square unless he gets checkmated in there. So black plays bishop d5. White captures the bishop. Queen takes back. Okay, so what has white accomplished? His plan is successful, not because he will checkmate the king. Black managed somehow to avoid that. But what white does is keeping a positional advantage. And now black is trying a counterplay. And it will still end with a tactic here, a forced checkmate line. So I will let you think and then tell me what you would play as white. It is a very, very spectacular move.
I was thinking originally rook f5.
Okay, so I guess the idea here is to open the H file, to forcefully open the H file so that our rook can be transferred in there with a checkmate.
Yeah, so queen g8. Check. Wow, I think that works.
Queen to g8, that is spectacular. It is a spectacular sacrifice. Queen g8 check.
Has to take.
And now black resigned. If it takes.
Yeah. Take with the pawn.
Take with the pawn and promote to queen. So
Yep.
we have a
And he must
check
take.
again. He
Must take with the
must
rook,
take.
and then rook h5.
Rook
Wow,
h5 check. The queen has to block it.
that is
And
fantastic.
that is a checkmate. What
Yeah,
a beautiful combination
it
here.
is. Yeah.
So after pawn to c3. Oh, wow. He just brought
Wow.
the rook here.
Yeah.
All right. So queen sacrifice. Let's see it again. It's so beautiful. Queen check. Then promote to queen. Again a check.
That's incredible.
And the H file has been opened right in that
And
area
blocking the
where,
G and
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. The rook can come and checkmate. So these two rooks
yeah.
did all the job in the end.
That's amazing.
And the white could checkmate. Yeah, so this was
It's a great game.
yeah, I liked it so much. I mean, it was so fast now that White just developed all the pieces on a very good position. He castled, and then he did not delay with any
Hmm.
preparation, but accelerated the attack with a pawn sacrifice and then a bishop sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's very nice when you
A
can
queen sacrifice.
break the castle open.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
also. All sorts of sacrifices.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So, David, this was our lesson. I just wanted to show you my coach profile on Lichess, so you can recognize me in here. And you will have some links to some of my YouTube videos from the English channel, Italian channel. All right. So, if you'd like, you can explore this as well. You can go to lichess.org, Coach Kami. All right, so this was our lesson for this week. David, I thank you so much for your presence in our studio today. And
It's
just
my pleasure.
to tell again what we did, we started with a puzzle battle in which you did great, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
then you did very well in the challenge I proposed to you to build or to complete a position of a double attack, you know. Just place two more pieces on the board on the second rank, so that you will have at each move a double attack, and subsequently you would win the queen. So you did great. And finally we saw a game, a correspondence game from the Olympiad, in which White had a devastating attack on the castle in an open Sicilian. And so we enjoyed our lesson. We had a lot of fun, and I want to thank our viewers today. Next, we will stream live, so get ready. We
Yes.
will set
Looking
a
forward to it.
day exactly when we can do a live stream, so we can receive your comments and answer them. All right, so it's been my pleasure. Thank you so much, David, for your time. And
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing if I could.
of course, please.
What's really nice about this video is it really does show how Cami coaches in terms of lessons. And the thing that stands out to me the most is that it's a very, you're not doing just one thing during the lesson. Here you had three different things that it does accomplishes several things. One is it keeps things moving. It's different. You're not on the same topic for the whole hour.
Mhm.
And in addition, you're learning different skills. So
Exactly.
and you're having fun while you're doing it. So it's terrific. So I strongly suggest checking out Cami's Lee Chess Coach page, and you could really learn a lot from her.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And it is such a pleasure for me to learn with you. So while we do our lesson, you learn, but I learn also. And
Thanks.
it's a great experience. So, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll meet you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.